Greetings, I am Reverend Kenneth James Flowers, pastor of the Greater New Moriah Missionary Baptist Church in Detroit, Michigan, and president of the Michigan Progressive Baptist Convention. I'm so excited about the 50th anniversary celebration of the Progressive National Baptist Convention, PNBC, founded in 1961, the year I was born. When I think about PNBC back in its past, I think about a progressive convention that gave Martin Luther King Jr. a spiritual home. Dr. King is someone I've patterned my life after, and PNBC was a convention back then that stood for civil rights, stood for freedom, stood for justice, stood for equality. PNBC then gave Dr. King that spiritual home and supported the civil rights movement. PNBC now is one that continues to work for the good of our community, to continue to work for the good of all people, humanity, civil rights, human rights. Today, PNBC is a different convention in the context that we don't have the same structure that we had maybe in the past, but we have the same spirit, the same tenacity of going forward. When I think about PNBC in the future, we must now secure our future by letting our young people know that civil rights, human rights, are just as important today and tomorrow as they were back in the 50s and the 60s. When I think about bullying, when I think about all kinds of issues now that plague our people, African Americans, and the disenfranchised, we need a progressive convention such as PNBC to continue to stand on the wall for such a time as this. When I think about PNBC, we must now reach out to our young people to let our young people know that without you, we cannot make it. I recognize that in this hip-hop generation, this hip-hop culture, many people believe that there's no place for the church, no place for the convention, that the convention is a thing of the past. But I stand to believe that if we continue to trust in God, we can and we shall and we will make PNBC viable for our young people to secure our future, that we may continue to struggle for freedom, justice, and equality, that we may continue to lift up the name of Jesus.